Hey everyone, Dream here. Welcome to or back to my channel. So back at it again with how does your person feel about you? Definitely a crowd's favorite. So I was wondering if I should make this a weekly thing, but I feel like weekly may be too close of a time to each other for your person to kind of update or have different feelings. So maybe every other week, once a month. I'd love to know your thoughts down below. Do you want to know more about this topic or would you rather hear something different? So let me know. Today we're using hair clips. We have yellow, white, and blue. 3 piles as usual. 1, 2, 3. So I'll give you guys a moment, see which pile you feel most drawn to. And after you're done choosing your pile, you can always scroll down to the comment section below or description box to find your timestamp that's going to link you to your personal reading. So without further ado, let's get into this. Hey group 1, if you guys chose the yellow hair clips, then welcome to your reading. So let's get right into this. So how I'm going to do this is first I want to look into both parties' energies, see what's going on, get a basis regarding this whole situation between you two, and then we're going to look into your person's feelings about the whole situation and you, and at the end we're going to be pulling some messages. So let's get into this. So for party A, you guys have here the 10 of Swords, you have the 3 of Cups and Queen of Swords. For party B, you have Judgment reversed, you have the 7 of Pentacles and King of Wands, and for your mutual energy, we have the Queen of Spades. Okay, so shuffling these, I had no intention of who's who. I'll leave that up to you. If you felt drawn to person A, then your person is person B. If you felt drawn to person B, your person would be person A. So let's get into this. Okay, starting with the mutual energy here, being the Queen of Spades, there's a lot of clarity coming, from both parties, more so from party A than party B, but as an overall, I feel like there's a lot of clarity for why things went the way they did between you two. And what did go down between you two. Now, I will say if you felt drawn to this group, for the most part, you have to be in no communication with this person. Like you're very separate. You have here the Queen of Swords on person's A's part. You have the 10 of Swords. So there's definitely a lack of knowledge on where each person is or how they're feeling. It's like absolute zero. We're not even talking about two people that communicate once a year, like nothing. So if that's you, stick around. If not, I feel like you guys may want to check another group or another pile. So for the mutual connection here, first thing is clarity. I see clarity on both sides. Again, more so on person A's part than person B. But I feel like there's a need for a sit down, a need for a conversation, straightforward, no holding back, no being shy, no beating around the bush, no bullshit almost here, and saying things for how they truly are. Like whether it hurts a person or not, there needs to be clarity, and I feel like that clarity only comes with truth. And I feel like in a way this sit down and this like either heart to heart or face to face, no holding back conversation may contribute to a lot of either healing to both parties or closure. And I say that because I'm looking at person A here. First of all, person A looks very defeated and very hurt by whatever happened here. Person A, there's a feeling of either betrayal or a question of, I don't know how much longer I can go like this, or thinking about this, or how much longer is this pain going to linger or stick around here, while person B here is more so, I feel like, has a bit more patience, has a way of kind of distracting themselves and not thinking about the situation as much. But let us stick with person A first here, because I'm looking at person A and I see clarity regarding like coming from both parts, but having the Queen of Swords on the person's A on person's A's part, I feel like person A has more of a clarity and understanding about the whole situation. I feel like person A did a lot more reflection. Person A has an understanding of the bigger picture, talking about why things went the way they did and what the reason was and whether it's for the best or not, and I feel like this whole clarity, this whole understanding regarding the situation is adding pain to the pain that is already there. In a way, it's almost like not helping the situation, but also like would you rather kind of go forward not understanding what happened than having an understanding and going through the pain and healing from that? That's a question for those of you that, resonated or so far resonate with person A. Now, I see on both parties different coping mechanisms. For person A here, I feel like person A is trying to get their head out of this whole situation, or thinking about the situation by either putting themselves out there, surrounding themselves with friends or family, or going out for drinks, or going out to party, or having a glass of wine at the end of the day just to ease their mind, to ease their thoughts. So I feel like, and I feel like they're doing that mostly because this is really affecting them. Like the person A is having it a bit almost here harder than person B, because looking at person B here, like there's a, again, awareness overall from both parties, but person B, I feel like there's a bit more confusion, and most of that awareness is revolving around what they did, their actions, their misjudgments, how they contributed to this whole situation, but not much about like why things had to go this way, what the reason was, what got both parties to this point here of like separation, of not talking. But um and I feel like they're mostly thinking about like, okay, how could I do this, I went wrong when I did this or that. And I feel like they have a lot of energy and thought regarding this whole situation, but they have a way of distracting themselves, similar to what I said earlier. I feel like person B is disappointed by what's going on, less hurt than person A, more of like a disappointment. And I feel like for the most part, that's because they lack the clarity that person A has. And I feel like that in a way may be a blessing in disguise for person B, allowing them to possibly move forward easily or think less about this whole situation, because as an overall, they're coming as disappointed. And the way they're dealing with this whole situation is they're putting all this energy, all these feelings into action, into their finances, into their career, into bettering themselves as a person, and into growing as a person, making themselves better now than they were before. So definitely two different ways of dealing with the situation, but I feel like for the most part, um, person A did more or most of the reflection and has a clear idea of the whole situation that went down than person B does. And that's what's, for the most part, creating this unequal distribution of, say, pain here. So let us get, or I don't know, let's get into the clarification here and see how your person feels about this whole situation. And you guys have here the Five of Cups, you have Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups reversed, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles reversed, Six of Wands, and Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so before we get into this, we have here Fire, Libra on person B's part, and we have a lot of air on person A's part. Moving down, we have Earth, we have Water, we have Fire, very big on Earth. Yeah, Earth, Water, and Fire, I would say. This could be any sign, you guys, so let's get into this. Now, when it comes, okay, I feel like your person, regarding this whole situation between you two, initially they had really good intentions. I feel like at one point they really believed that you were a gift from the gods. They thought they had something stable, they had something that was gonna, be really good in the long run. They had really good intentions for it, and moving forward. But there was something here that happened, almost like a tower moment, even though we don't have a tower, that makes your person feel like things went a whole 180, like everything turned upside down, and they feel a major loss here. And I feel like that's bigger than just you and them. There was major investment in this. You were really invested in each other. Either you met each other's families, you live together, you have kids, you have pets together. There's something here that seems very big, where the loss of you contributed to a lot of, loss with it, if that makes sense. So I feel like maybe losing you, they lost your mutual friends, so friends had to take a side. Or losing you, they had to cut ties with your family, maybe people that they loved, or they had to separate the finances, your living situation, furniture, something that was really difficult to go through, something that if they could have avoided. And I feel like the pain of that is still lingering. The pain of that they're still holding on to, but they're not talking about, they're not revealing, they're not showing. I feel like your person is more so acting the part of moving forward, acting as if it's not maybe phasing them or not bothering them, despite, the truth being the exact opposite. I feel like it really hurt them. It just isn't something that they would show or talk about, and so they would rather, act as if nothing happened and keep moving forward than to face themselves or to face the pain or face the reality of the situation, because the reality, I feel like, here is too difficult or is too hurtful for them to be thinking about. And I will say, to be completely honest with you guys, there is truth to that. I feel like for quite some time here, your person really went through grief or through pain or sadness here. But I feel like them playing the part or acting the part of moving forward, not being phased or being okay or feeling like everything will be okay moving on from here, is somewhat, making them actually feel better, is and in a way is helping them to cope with the situation and slowly but surely move forward and leave the pain behind. I'm not saying that they're there yet. I definitely feel like there is pain on their part, but I feel like they have a way of coping with it, or they're really dealing with it despite, the damage being too big here, or from what it looks like. And I feel like at one point they truly did believe that you guys did work together or really were really good together moving forward. This could have had like a lot of positive outcomes, but there was, I feel like the word is foul play. Now I'm looking here at the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I see two things here. Like, one, which is what I talked about here, like what I have been talking about, which is the stability that your person felt when they were with you. They felt like they had something going, they felt stable, they felt, almost at peace, or for the most part, it's like there's a lot of things that they did not have to worry about, say the living situation, if you have kids, like the kids situation, friends, that, all the above. But the second scenario that I see here is that there was an exterior source that played part into this. That could be a mother figure, a mother-in-law, or somebody, like, not gonna, corner this to just females. This could be a friend or somebody close, somebody you consider to be as family, somebody you may have went to, like, to ease the pain, to talk about, the conflicts. Again, somebody who should have been acting as a moderator, somebody who should have been, better, or giving wiser solutions. But at the end of the day, I feel like they may have caused a lot more damage than good. And I feel like you or your person may have failed to realize that until it was too late. Like, the damage was already done. There's no going back from here. And I feel like for the most part, a major theme here is that there was major loss, things that they felt like they cannot get back. And maybe the only way to deal with the situation is to keep moving forward, because they would not know how else they could fix it, or, restore everything that's been lost. Because whatever has been lost here, whether it's actual material, friendships, people, finances, a living situation, or an emotional, stability, everything beautiful that was between you two may have been damaged due to, negative talk, or saying things that you did not mean, but once the words are out, there's no taking them back. Whatever it is, I feel like your person feels like there's no turning back from that. So they'd rather bury the feelings, bury the emotions, and move forward than to keep dwelling on the past, because they don't know any other way to deal with the situation. So this could really be either person A or person B, because they have different ways of dealing with the situation. But coming from both parties, there is the feeling of like, I don't want to endure this pain or keep thinking about this or keep replaying the past, and I just want to move forward and feel better. So let us clarify further, and then we're going to get into the messages. So you guys have here the Three of Spades, the Five of Hearts, Four of Diamonds, and the Fool. Yeah, there was definitely foul play here, either coming from your person. They mishandled the situation. It's like they should have understood that there was a lot to lose, more than just you and them, but they failed to grasp that. and they acted foolishly, and so now they're here feeling, the loss. Or there could actually be foul play from an exterior party, a party that should have been there to kind of make things better, but ended up causing, more harm than good. Now, when it comes to your person, yeah, listen, you guys, I see here the Three of Spades, Three of Pentacles. I see here that, like, there's something here definitely regarding a third party, something that should not have been there, but was. Either you saw it too late, or your person here specifically saw this third party, or noticed the damage that they did too late. So the damage has already been done, but I feel like for the most part, that's something that's really bothering them. It's not okay with them. And the healing process coming from your person was or is not easy. Talking about the present moment, I feel like they're still going through it. They're not 100% there yet. There's pain, there's heartache, but I feel like for the most part, your person is definitely motivated to keep, like, if we're going to be honest, to, keep moving forward, because I feel like in a way they don't know how to bring back the past or to reignite this conversation, or how to fix whatever has been already damaged here. And I feel like most of the pain here, this exactly, just reassures what I just said earlier. The Five of Hearts, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There was something here that was really good, really beautiful going on for your person when you were together. But, losing you, I feel like they lost more than what they anticipated. The damage was too big. Something they almost did not expect or they saw coming, but it was, still painful either way. And here with the Four of Diamonds, I feel like this pain, they're definitely keeping to themselves. This is not something that they would share or let out or let anybody know about. And I feel like that is something that they're very adamant on keeping that way, a secret, not letting anybody know of their defeat, the defeat that they're actually feeling. And I feel like, again, that is a major theme of this whole situation, feeling defeat, either by the way they mishandled it, or allowing a third party to come in between, or, lack of judgment if your person is person B here. And if person A, it's like there's nothing, more I can do about this. So yeah, let's get into the messages and see what we get here. So we have, I pre-shuffled these by the way, and I got a couple of messages for you guys. I could not let you get close to me, so that is that. Or maybe I feel like that's mostly talking about I cannot let you feel the pain, or let you know the pain that I'm feeling, or what I'm going through, or what I'm thinking about, because again, there's like a fake facade or an act that is going on here, which I feel like is more for them than, the exterior, or you, or people, what people think. I feel like that's more about them, about dealing with the situation and coping with the whole, sadness, or, being bothered by what's going on here. Next, you have, I wasn't ready for these feelings. Or, I feel like that's talking about the feeling of the loss, like the major loss that happened here. Even though I don't show it, I am sorry for how things went between us. There you go. I have a lot of gratitude for you. Yeah, I do believe that whatever was between you two was really beautiful, and losing that is not something they are accepting easily. I still remember the good times we shared. There you go. Yeah, there's a lot of beauty happening here. A lot of common interest, a lot of, things that you could have shared between each other, that contributed to a lot of peacefulness and happiness to your person. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my action. I've hidden how deep my feelings really are. Yep, there you go. I know I messed up everything. I replay our conversations over and over, and I thought about reaching out to you, but then I stopped myself. So there you go, you guys. That is all for you. Let me know how you felt about this reading. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, you can always subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hey group 2, if you guys chose the white clips, then welcome to your reading. So let's get right into this. And for person A, we have here the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant, and the Page of Wands. Person B, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, and the Five of Cups. And for the mutual energy, you have the Seven of clubs. Okay, so while shuffling these, I had no intention of who's who. I'll leave that up to you. If you felt drawn to person A, then your person is person B. You felt drawn to person B, then vice versa. Your person would be person A. So let us get into this. But first of all, I want to get into the mutual energy. So your mutual energy is showing up as the Seven of Clubs, stubbornness, feeling the need to protect one's belief. I see hurt coming from both parties. And with the Seven of Clubs, you usually see a river floating or flowing, not floating, flowing beneath the guy's legs. And I feel like that represents mostly the emotions that need protecting here, because I'm looking at person B, and person B, there's like an obvious, I feel very hurt by a situation, and I'm looking at person A and there's like commitment to person B. Well, first of all, let me say this. The commitment is coming from both parts. Like person A is clearly committed to person B, but I feel like there's commitment to something else. While person B, I feel like they're so connected to person A and they're feeling this connection is hurting them a lot, or this commitment, say here, is hurting them a lot. But I'm getting all over the place, so I'm gonna start one by one. I'll start by person A here, because with person A, when I said like with the Hierophant here, you have the Hierophant, Seven of Clubs, so there's definitely commitment to person B, but I feel like there's a sense of committed to you, like I have feelings for you, but myself comes first. Like person A is very focused on oneself, one's growth, and never going back to a place that what looks like from this has hurt them before. Therefore the Seven of Clubs here, and person A is on a journey to kind of prepare oneself or grow from past experiences, experience new things, know their worth, know what they want in life. Say if they want a certain person, they're going to write down to the detail like what this person is going to look like, and I'm not going to take anything less, not literally, but you know what I mean here when I say that this may be somebody who has been hurt before, and they're not going to allow that to happen again. So these feelings that they have for person B, I feel like if these feelings mean that I'm going to hurt, if these feelings mean taking less than what I deserve because I feel this way, like they're never going to let that pass. They're never going to allow that to happen. They're ready to kind of bury these feelings, to set them aside, step on them if need be, if that means, hurting or going through something that is painful, or a journey that is painful. So there's a commitment to oneself, there's a commitment to growth, there's a commitment to focus on myself and put myself before anything or anyone, including my own feelings if they ever come or act, against me in a way. So that is person A, like very deep, very committed, and coming off as like very, first of all, we have Taurus and fire, very strong and very passionate about the path that they're going through or taking here. Now I'm looking at person B, and person B comes off as a bit remorseful, a bit regretful, and as if there was a door that has been shut. So looking at this, I feel like for the most part, person B feels like they're shut off by person A, or they lost an opportunity, or they messed up an opportunity here that it feels like they may never get it back again, or it may never happen again. And they don't know how to restore it or bring it back. Like, where do I start? Where do I go? Almost feels like this person is stuck within these feelings and they don't know how to get rid of them. And I love here, I'm looking at the Five of Cups, and the guy has dropped these two cups into the river. And I feel like that's mostly like once the cups are in the river, you're up here. Like, how are you going to get them? They're off with the water. So what are the chances that the door is going to open again? The opportunity is going to come back again, and they may be having a hard time, accepting that. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, this is why I feel like person B may have, because person A is more so committed to oneself, to work on oneself, like I said earlier, but believe in one's worth, not take anything less than. Not to say that person B hurt person A and person A did nothing. That doesn't have to be the case. There may be hurt coming from both parties, because the mutual energy is protecting one's belief in oneself and having enough and feeling tired, like enough is enough. So making me feel like both parties went through the same feelings, same emotions. What you feel for them, they may feel for you, depending on who you are here. But I feel like for the most part, there's an acknowledgement on person B's part that like, I know what went wrong, but I also don't know how to fix it, and I don't know how to come back from it, but I also don't know how to forget it. While I'm looking at person A, and person A feels like, although they're thinking about person B, but their focus is also somewhere else. Person B is coming off as very lost and very confused and all over the place, and that's talking emotional, maybe financial, maybe as like in life. There may be they may be stagnant, or there is nothing new to kind of take their mind off of what has happened, so they find themselves thinking about it a lot. So yeah, but like hurt on both parties, but definitely different ways of handling it and going through it. While person B comes off as very regretful, person A feels like, I feel the same way, but I like, they don't want that to kind of pull them down, or they don't want to be stuck in that energy, if that makes sense. So let us clarify further. And you guys have here the Eight of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Wands, Page of Wands reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, Four of Wands, Three of Wands reversed, Page of Swords, and Six of Pentacles. Okay, so I already mentioned Taurus and fire. We have a lot of earth on this side and possible water. I feel like we have very, very earthy energy. You may be both earth signs, and the reading here shows up as very fiery. And I feel like that's more so talking about your person's feelings, because, like, Ace of Wands, Three of Wands, Page of Swords, yeah, this person is coming off as very passionate about you. I definitely believe that this is somebody who thinks about you, and I cannot pinpoint who's who, because both parties are coming off as very committed to each other, similar to what I said earlier. But to your person specifically, this is somebody who has never let the idea of you go, and there's a feeling here that the journey to you may be a long one, that it's not going to be easy, almost impossible here, but this is something that they're looking forward to, some sort of reunion. And I see your person looking back like a lot of curiosity. What is going on? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? And these emotions are increasing by the day, but I feel like at the same time, they don't know what to do with them, where to go with them. Almost like, I don't know how to express these. I don't know like why I'm feeling this way. Why can't I almost shake it off? And it almost feels like this person needs or hopes for an aid from the universe to kind of give them a clue of what's going on here. Like, why am I feeling this way? I don't necessarily see it here like straightforward, that this person may be either really thinking about you a lot or fantasizing about you. This person keeps looking back. There's a sense on your person's part that feels like this may be mutual, like you may feel the same way about them. But they're also, I feel like, a bit confused, like they're not sure that that is the truth. Like, they have hints, they have feelings, they may get it here and there, but they're not entirely sure of it. So I feel like that's maybe what's confusing them and further pushing them towards the question of, like, okay, what do I do here? What is this? Like, I feel a certain way, but I don't know what to do with these feelings or where to go with them. And so I feel like they're kind of pushing them down or burying them, and with time I feel like these emotions are just increasing and increasing, and they're not, subsiding or simmering down. So let us clarify further here. And you guys have the Two of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles, Two of Hearts, and the Fool. Okay, yeah. So I see one thing that, oh, first of all, I want to say, like, Page of Wands, Eight of Diamonds, and then here you have the Eight of Pentacles. This is very much showing up as person A, but energetically, why do I feel like this is person B? Needless to say, this is definitely going to vary from person to person for you guys out there. I don't think that this is a one answer for all, 100% not that, but I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know, are you person A or person B? If you guys chose pile 2 in the comments section below. So there's one certain thing about this, that they have feelings for you. I'm looking at this person and I feel like they may be the skeptic type. I don't think that I'm looking at somebody who's maybe spiritual or who believes in soulmates, who believes in that, like, there's a person, like, there's one person in life that can make you feel a certain way, and there's nobody else that can, measure up to that. I feel like they definitely don't think like that, but the way they feel for you, It's like they will not admit that you may be their soulmate, but all they know is that, like, I have these deep feelings for this person, I have this deep attraction. But this person is also coming off as, like, this energy feels immature. Either this person is immature, or they did something immature, or it's just that the way of handling these emotions are coming off as immature, as in, like, it may be new to them, they don't know what to do with them, so they don't know how to handle them in general. But that, like, deep, or these feelings will not go away. And I feel like this is what's certain, that they have feelings for you, they feel it, they know it, they don't understand it. But the other question that comes in is, like, if they will ever express them, if they will ever act upon them, if there will ever be a reunion, or talk, or communication back again. So these things, I feel like they keep juggling here. It's like, I don't know if it's ever going to happen or it's not. And I feel like a part of them feels like they're crazy. They feel like this is not natural, this may be not normal. And I feel like they're very fixated on them, they're very focused on them. They've already invested a lot of time into these feelings, into these thoughts, their thoughts about you. And was that all for nothing almost here? So yeah, I'm definitely looking at somebody who's confused. Maybe they've never heard about things like this, or they've had maybe feelings for people, but you may be something different. There's something about this that says inexperience. There's something about this that says I cannot let it go. I'm very, focused, and very invested in this. But I also don't know if this is gonna be, like, why am I going through this? Like, what is the point of this if I'm never going to see this person or meet them again? And I feel like there's a lot of questions when it comes to that. A part of them maybe feeling hopeful on not letting the thought go, but they also feel very crazy by by these feelings in general. So I love that for you guys. I pre-shuffle some messages for you guys here, and let us go through them. But yeah, I feel for this person. It's like, I feel like they definitely need help or aid from somebody, or like, I feel like more so they're hopeful that they will get their answers somewhere, somehow, from the universe, as if they're praying for it. They're very curious about it, they're very curious about you. And I feel like it's only a matter of time before either somebody talks to them about it, or they get the answers that they want. But so far, I feel like there's a lot of confusion here, and the word that, like, that's very prominent here is immaturity. So that maybe their immaturity towards you, towards handling this whole situation, or these feelings. This is something that is very new to them. So let us get into the messages. And you guys have here, I know I messed up everything. I know I made a huge mistake. Okay, that's interesting. So this is somebody who feels guilty. Person B feels very guilty here. I will always love you. Yeah, this is very evident in the reading. Their feelings for you, their passion. This is, again, very fiery, very passionate. I keep looking back, and definitely nothing that talks about thinking about either anything else, maybe finances, a future. Like, nothing else is showing up in this reading. This reading is very focused on one particular idea, which is the passion here, the feelings, the emotions. I'm still haunted by my actions. Wow, okay, what did this person do? I dream of you. There you go. I do believe that, honestly. I thought about reaching out to you, but then I stopped myself. I will say, with the Seven of Clubs here showing up as mutual energy, I feel like there's a lot of stubbornness when it comes to reaching out to each other, as if each person is standing where they are. Person B may be standing at a place where they believe that you're never going to accept them back, so they're not going to, like, put themselves through that. And person A, there's something here that they feel very passionate about. Either they're standing their ground, or they feel like, I will never be the one who reaches back again, because there's something about that idea that bothers them, or just doesn't, fit with them. It doesn't work with them. So yeah, there's definitely stubbornness here. I keep checking on you to see what you've been up to. Yeah, I already said that. That showed up twice in the reading already. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. Okay, yeah, I feel like this is definitely somebody who feels like they messed up big time. Next, you have, if I had a choice, it would always be you. And finally, I keep comparing others to you. So, yeah, it's definitely not able to forget you, let you go. They feel like they're in the wrong, they messed up, they feel definitely guilty. Again, making me feel like this may be group or person B, but obviously I'll leave that up to you. And that is all for you, group two. Let me know how you felt about this reading. Did it resonate? And if it did, I'd love to know your thoughts down below. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, you can always subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hey group 3, if you guys chose blue, then welcome to your reading. So let's get right into this. So for person A, we have here the King of Cups, Page of Swords reversed, the Moon in reverse. Person B, we have Ace of Swords, the Fool, and Nine of Wands. For the mutual energy, you guys have the Eight of Clubs. Okay, so while shuffling these, I had no intention of who's who. If you felt drawn to person A, then your person would be person B. If you felt drawn to person B, your person would be person A. So why I'm doing this is because I want to get a general context of what is going on between you two, and then we're gonna follow that up with how your person is feeling about the current situation and you. So let's get into this. So the mutual energy is coming off as seeking resolution, seeking answers. I feel like I'm looking at two people because, like, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, like there was communication previously between you two, talking about possibly how you felt about each other, more so from one person, more so from person A than person B. But there was definitely communication regarding the situation between you two, or what feels like communication, whether that be direct or not. There was secrets that person A revealed to person B, things that they let them know about, things that came out. But there's something about how person B received them that did not sit well with either, I feel like with both parties, because I'm looking at both parties and there's some sort of feeling of like their person A seems upset about something, as if there is something here that they're resenting, while person B is coming off as a bit defensive. There are feelings that they're keeping to themselves. There are things that they really want to let out and communicate to person A clearly, but feeling incapable. And I feel like in general, person B kind of created some sort of confusion that they did not intend to create. They came off, or are coming off, as a bit all over the place, as if they know in their head what's going on, what they're feeling, what they truly want to say, but there's something preventing them from letting everything out. So they're coming off as a bit defensive, as a bit maybe rejecting person A, or trying to protect oneself, or feeling unsafe. But ultimately, like I said here, there is, like, whatever is going on between you two, it's coming off as very clear to both parties. But person B may feel like person A is confused, or they have a misunderstanding regarding the situation, when I feel like that is not necessarily the case. I feel like there is understanding on person A's part, but they're not necessarily happy about it, because person A is coming off, first of all, as happy, having, deep feelings, really loving and caring feelings here. And with the Moon, that kind of makes me feel that they let it all out, that he communicated that, but the reception coming from person B was not what they expected. So that may be something that they're uneasy about, or is putting them at an edge, if that makes sense. So yeah, let us clarify or get into a person's feelings. But at the end of the day, I feel like there's feelings on both parts, but there are things that I feel like person B is having a hard time either communicating, letting out, or having a hard time making person A understand what's going on, coming off as a bit more defensive, while person A, I feel like, is more so head over heels over person B. I let you know about that, but I wish almost in a way that things or circumstances were different, because both parties are seeking resolution, are seeking answers, are seeking communication, and almost in a way a happily ever after, because the feelings are there, but I feel like the circumstances are different for each party, creating some sort of separation or distance between you two. And that could be multiple reasons. Like, these circumstances could be like a lot of reasons. And that's going to vary obviously from person to person. So let's get into your person's feelings. And you guys have here, oh, before we get into that, we have air Pisces for water. Like we have water Pisces, we have air for person A, and person B we have Aries. Actually, I will stick to what I believe, which is the fool being Aquarius. But if you believe it's Aries, do you? But yeah, air, water, and air. So let's get into this. We have Five of Wands in reverse, Justice, Six of Swords reversed, the Hierophant, King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles reversed, the Tower, and Sun in reverse. Okay, very interesting. So this person of yours they feel very distant from you. That could be literal, like distance, but on an emotional level, they feel like there's a lot of distance between you two. And they're not necessarily happy about it. Because I feel like in their heart, deep down, this person is or has or created some sort of commitment to you. Some of you, you may actually be already married to this person. And if so, I will tell you that this person is all about you. They still have feelings for you. Others of you, I feel like deep down in their heart, there is very strong commitment here and feeling the need to make things almost right between you two, because there's a lot of holding back here. And I feel like it's out of their hands. Like if it were up to them, the day, like if you one day decide to, call them and tell them like come back to me or reach out to me or I want to talk to you, like this person would definitely not hesitate to do that. But I feel like they're at a place in life where there are circumstances that seem very major here. Like this is not something that's easy. That could be like a couple of circumstances piling on top of each other, making it almost impossible for them to kind of get to you or seek the answers or the resolution that they so bad want with you. And so I feel like your person is at a place where they feel helpless, they feel stuck, they feel like wishful that they could really so bad get out of this situation that they're in, but there are very strong circumstances that are preventing them from doing so, that require a lot of effort and a lot of work in order to make things right, in order to bring justice to the situation here, in order to bring balance. And I feel like ultimately their goal is to bring peace to a situation that is going to result in a resolution between you two, or that 100% connection, more problems, we have our answers, let's talk, let's communicate, there's nothing that is holding us back from each other anymore. But so far I feel like there are commitments in their life. These circumstances are coming off as very strong, almost as if they are commitments that they cannot let go of. Some of you, this may be talking about family here because we're talking about strong bonds. Others of you, that could be regarding work that they cannot easily let go because it's in a way kind of affects their life in a major way. Like these are just the two examples that are coming to mind. There may be multiple reasons for why things are not working out for your person specifically here, that leads them, once they resolve them, leads them to you. So they feel committed to a situation that in a way is almost draining them or really making them unhappy, but they also don't know what to do about it. And they're striving to fix it, but I feel like it almost seems like a journey or something that is not as easy as it seems. So there's something about this that says that if you are person B and you are holding back and there are things that you want your person to understand, I feel like with the Hierophant here, you should not be worried, because I feel like at the end of the day, they understand whatever is going on with you, why you're holding back, why you're not, communicating properly or going straight forward with this. If you feel like they've misunderstood your feelings, I feel like that is definitely not the case. And if your person is person B, I mean, that all makes sense, because there's a lot of knowledge on their part for why things are not working out, but at the same time, they kind of feel very helpless when it comes to them. So I want to clarify further here, and then we're going to get into the messages. So you guys have here the Eight of Clubs, you have the Five of Spades, Two of Spades, and Two of Spades twice. Okay, very interesting. So Again, Eight of Clubs, the, like I said earlier, the ultimate answer, or the ultimate, you know, thing that your person is seeking here is answers, solutions, an end to problems, and to a situation that's really conflicting them. They're feeling very unhappy about, but it's giving them a hard time. It's really conflicting them. It's not as easy as it seems. This is giving me the feeling of almost karmic, something karmic, something that they did is turning back on them, and now they feel like they gotta go through it because like it's here. I've caused this. The only way out is to kind of go through it, and it's not as easy as it seems. So there is something here that's really bothering them, and I feel like in a way your person keeps looking back at you, and there's a lot of fear attached to this whole situation that is going on between with them. On one part, I feel like your person sometimes feels like they want to choose their happiness over this commitment that is kind of holding them back from you, but at the same time they don't know what the end result is going to be like. So say if they decide to, say F it all and, burn this whole commitment thing that is holding them back, this circumstance, like they don't know what the end result with you is going to look like. So that is in a way creating some fear. And if they do decide to go through this conflict, go through these circumstances, and take all the time that it requires to kind of resolve and fix, there's still that fear of like, what if this, you know, takes longer than I anticipated? What if this, ultimately ruins 100% everything that I've been thinking about, dreaming about regarding the situation or the resolution between you and them? So, like, wherever they look, it feels like there's fear, there are questions, not knowing what to do, and at the end of the day, feeling the need to kind of protect their own feelings, to kind of protect their own heart. And furthermore, pushing the feelings of, being stuck, being helpless. I want to get to safety, to the shore. I want to get to the answers. I want to get to the end result here. They are ultimately seeking resolution and peace and answer and communication here, showing up twice. Once as like what they truly want between you two, the mutual energy between you two, and two as the ultimate, solution or thing that they are trying to reach here, which is end to a conflict, end to a fight, and seeking answers and resolutions with you. So I wonder what's going on with you here, group three, but definitely lost and confused and, not knowing what to do. And it feels like the circumstances between you two are greater than the feelings that you have for each other. And that's ultimately what's driving you apart. There are things that your person feels the need to go through to work on and reach an end goal that they set in mind in order for them to kind of finally get to you or reach out to you or make things possible with you. And I feel like there could be a possible apology that is needed here. So I'll leave that up to you and let us get into the messages. And you guys have here, I promise I have changed. Next, you have, I've hidden how deep my feelings really are. Unless it's person A, then I feel like there's nothing about this that talks about hiding their feelings. I feel like person A is coming off as very open and very out there. Maybe after receiving the reaction from person B, they kind of ended up reacting in a what seems like a petty way, something that really upset them, cause them to react in a way that is not who they truly are, because deep down I feel like their feelings for you are still there. That's assuming that you are person B, but I'll leave that up to you to kind of interpret here. Next, you have, if only I could have a redo. Yeah, I definitely feel like there were decisions that were made here that ultimately resulted in what looks like sadness or the theft of happiness ultimately here from your person. Next, you have, because like the Two of Spades showing up twice here, this is very big on decisions. So there is something that your person chose, could be over you, could be regarding a situation that resulted in circumstances like that they could not, fix or take back. So yeah, I will make things right between us one day. Again, that is the ultimate goal here. That did show up, very strongly in this line. Answers, resolutions, peace, making things right, having a redo. Karma is a bitch. I finally got mine. So there you go. This is what I talked about earlier. You are my secret passion. Yeah. I feel like there's passion on both parties, but it's not being expressed enough. I will say here. I may be with them, but my soul is with you, giving me the feeling of this commitment that we're talking about here, the circumstances that like that seem too big to be, easily resolved. I'm working on myself. So yeah, there you go. That is actually the 8 of Pentacles here. But this whole working on oneself or this journey that they're going through is showing up as harder than they anticipated, or they're either not doing it right or it's taking longer than they thought. I worry our differences are too much to overcome. That talks or speaks for itself. I don't deserve you. So there you go, group 3. Let me know how you guys felt about this reading. Did you enjoy it? Did it resonate? Which person are you? Person A, person B? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, you can always subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video, hopefully. Bye.